Gamar Jova, happy 4th of July. The 4th of July celebrates the day America's leaders declared independence. On this day, together with family and friends, Americans honor the fundamental rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness recognized in our Declaration of Independence. It's a time to celebrate our freedom, our democracy, and our history. On July 4th, Americans reflect on something we sometimes take too much for granted: the basic freedoms guaranteed by our Constitution and defended by our citizens, like the freedom of speech, the freedom to assemble, the freedom of the press. The global pandemic has reminded us how important it is to cherish the more routine freedoms of life as well, like the freedom to be together with friends and family, to travel, and in many cases simply to go to work or to school. Today, as we toast America's 245th birthday with optimism that we may have tamed this virus, please join us in celebrating freedom, the fundamental freedoms that define us as a democracy, and the precious everyday freedoms we may have taken for granted. Independence Day is also about celebrating our democracy, not in the sense that it's a completed task or a battle we've won. On the contrary, we celebrate democracy as a work in progress, a constantly evolving effort that challenges every citizen to contribute, question, create, and compromise. America's role as a global leader trying to promote peace, prosperity, and democratic values includes a responsibility to face up to our mistakes, no matter how difficult or painful. As President Biden has said, the United States must not only lead by the example of its power, but by the power of its example. For over 75 years, America and our partners have built a democratic, rules-based order that has brought stability and prosperity, however unequal. This system is being challenged in some places by the threat of autocratic regimes. We ignore this challenge at our peril, as we did prior to 2 world wars. We responded to autocracy then by reinforcing the resilience of our democratic institutions, by fighting corruption, and by insisting on genuine, transparent rule of law. We must join together again now and defend the shared principles that make our democracy strong: the protection of human rights, a commitment to rule of law and good governance, and respect for the dignity of every individual. As Secretary Blinken recently said, societies where all people are treated with equal dignity and respect are more stable, peaceful, healthy, and prosperous. Americans and Georgians share a fierce independence and a deep love of freedom that has shaped our partnership since Georgia restored its own independence 30 years ago. We've worked together to build Georgia's democratic institutions, a project Georgia started over 100 years ago that was tragically interrupted. And we will continue to support Georgia's efforts to achieve that. Georgians and Americans share a powerful bond, not just of having fought for our independence, but of our commitment to making our democratic institutions stronger and more representative of the values we hold dear. As Americans gather today around the world with our family and friends to honor our traditions, our history, and our freedom, we at the U.S. Embassy in Georgia are very proud to celebrate our Independence Day with our Georgian friends. Thank you so much for your support and for your friendship. Happy birthday, America!
March on the colors. Colors. Ready. Up. Hold on. Forward. Present colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
שמחד יסם שוב לא סחתם תליק וחנה קלתם מולים חבלי ציר נחריח מתנה תביא סופלבת רשני מומה וסומרס דידרה אסיס כריסמס פלאבי המודיס דאס ושועץ פינדבה נתינבה תביא סופלבת תביא סופלבת דידבה. Color guard. Counter march. March.